We begin our graduation ceremony with the Marjon prayer. Please join me in prayer. Almighty God, who inspired your evangelist Mark to write the gospel and sent John the Baptist to prepare the way for your Son, our Saviour, Jesus Christ, bless all who work and study in this University of St. Mark and St. John. Grant that we may be a community of sound learning, new discovery, and the pursuit of wisdom, where each is valued as made in the image and likeness of God, where discrimination and injustice are challenged, and where all are encouraged to discover their full potential. Guide us in this to become the people that you intend us to be, so that we may play our part in establishing your kingdom on earth, as it is in heaven, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Graduating students, my Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, a very warm welcome to St Andrew's Church for the highlight of our year, our graduation ceremonies. We are delighted to have the City Mace here as a symbol of commitment to our civic duty to the City of Plymouth. This is the third of 5 ceremonies that we are holding in this beautiful venue, and it's fantastic to see the church full on this very special occasion. My warmest and heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you graduating today. And do not underestimate what an incredible moment this is. Today marks the culmination of a period of sustained study and hard work. I'd be very surprised if at some point during your learning journey you haven't experienced a moment of doubt, perhaps a knock to your confidence, and maybe some real practical challenges. But you've made it. You've completed what has been required of you. You have achieved the expected academic standards. And now is the moment to celebrate your success. So today marks the end of one journey, and I hope the start of a new adventure. Many of you have embarked on new careers. Others of you may be taking some time to consider opportunities available to you. Some of you are continuing your studies with us at Plymouth Marjon University or elsewhere. Whatever your chosen path, I'd like to take just a few minutes to pause and invite you to reflect on 3 things before we launch into our celebrations today. And they are people, place, and prospects. First of all, people. Here at Plymouth Marjon University, we pride ourselves on being a supportive and inclusive community. Humanity is one of our core values, the recognition that people matter, and I hope that you have seen that in action during your time with us. As a Marjon student, I know you will have connected with some amazing people whilst here at university or with a partner organisation. Treasure these relationships and stay in touch. Remember also that as a Marjon graduate, you are tied into us for life, and you can continue to access advice and support even as you move into a new phase. However, I know too that there will be those around you who have played an especially significant part in your success. Your academic tutors, support professionals, and of course, friends and family. So I'd like to invite all who are graduating to stand and to express your appreciation with the loudest applause ever for the people here today who in many different ways have helped you to get to this point. And I'd just like to say that it has got louder and longer over the last two ceremonies. So stand up and let's see what sort of noise you can make. Okay, yeah, you've won the competition today, absolutely. Fantastic. So, people matter, but we are people who are part of a particular place. Plymouth Marjon University, your university. And your university is a place with a strong social purpose, founded upon an exceptional heritage of social justice activism, a force for good in tackling the inequalities that are so stubbornly rooted and embedded within the fabric of our society. Marjon is a place where potential is discovered and dreams can be fulfilled, and you are living proof of that today. Last year, we celebrated two important anniversaries related to our university community, our place. It was 100 years since the colleges of St Mark's, Chelsea, and St John's in Battersea merged, coming together on the Chelsea site and being renamed the College of St Mark and St John. And as is always the way with language, the college name quickly became changed by the students to be known as Marjons, a name which has now been proudly used for over 100 years. 50 years later, in 1973, the college moved to Plymouth, and we are now one of three distinctive and successful universities, along with the University of Plymouth and Arts University Plymouth, providing learning, teaching and research opportunities for the people of Plymouth, the region and beyond. Together we are part of a vibrant university city, a place rich in possibility and opportunity, and a place to which I hope you'll stay connected for many years to come. So we've talked about people and place, and finally prospects. You are graduating from a university committed to tackling inequality, challenging the norm, providing opportunity and possibility for all, and pursuing an agenda of excellence. Our track record is incredibly strong, as evidenced by a range of national accolades, and this is good for your future prospects. Plymouth Marjon holds a Gold Award from the 2023 Teaching Excellence Framework, putting your university amongst the top in the country. This is on the back of continued high performance for teaching quality, student satisfaction, social inclusion and career prospects, where we have consistently rated in the top 5 across various university guides and league tables. Just last month, the Times and Sunday Times Good University Guide for 2025 was published. Marjon has risen an incredible 40 places over the past 5 years and is ranked number 2 in England for social inclusion, number 3 in the whole of the United Kingdom for teaching quality, and we climbed 26 places for graduate prospects. We have been ranked joint first in the UK for academic support by Times Higher Education. But our success is your success, and I know you will build on what you have started with us as you look to the future. And as a university, we too are looking forwards, actively looking at how we can deliver even better prospects for current and future students, and of course for you, our alumni. Our new university strategy, Marjon 2030, is focused on extending our impact and providing the opportunity for more people to benefit from what we offer at Marjon. Because a university education absolutely improves individual career prospects, builds confidence, supports individuals to upskill, to flourish, and to potentially access higher lifetime earnings. But also universities bring jobs, investment, and facilities to our local communities, as exemplified by the sporting, cultural, and health offer at Marjon. I am deeply proud and tremendously excited to lead a university that is looking to the future with plans to do even more for people and place, and committed to better prospects for all. In closing, remember this: you will always be a part of Marjon, and Marjon will always be a part of you. I'm delighted for all of you graduating today. Please stay in touch. Be amazing ambassadors for your incredible university and continue to live our values. Embrace community. Stay curious. Push boundaries. Be ambitious and make a difference. Most of all, be kind to yourselves, to others, and to our planet, because that is what will change things for the better, one step at a time. Thank you. I declare the congregation open, and I call upon Saul Bloxham, Dean of the School of Health, Wellbeing and Applied Sciences, to present the first cohort of students.
By the authority of Senate, I have the honour to present to you the following graduates to receive degrees and the awards of the University of St Mark and St John. For the degree of MA Education, Suzanne Christophers. Jessica Harvey. Barry Lee Clark. Tracy Matthews. David Meads. Christina Moss. Sally Ann Powell. For the degree of Master of Psychotherapy and Counselling, Janet Ann Boddy. Julie Dawn Williams. For the degree of Masters of Business Administration, Bradslav Gregors Bozek. Budika Pradeep Kamara Gajaji Panchi Hawege. Rajesh Kamaravellu. Justin Alistair McNabb. Shembo Vangani Magiza. Owende Hamaveli Muthakupan. Lena Motez Sadek Mohammed. Parvidi Melina Ringwin. Pal Singh. For the degree of Osteopathic Medicine, Ellie Jane Armour. Eleanor Brian Peterson. Tegan Crowell. Claudia Dove. Ben Arthur Harrison Place. Reese Thomas Hendrickson. Reese Alexander James. Bradley Leonard. Hugh Peter Robert McKay. Lucy Maplebeck. Helen Rebecca Pascoe. Lindsay Claire Pilgrim. Nell Elizabeth Ridgway. For the degree of Master of Psychology, the Ambition Postgraduate Award winner, Gemma Adams. Dudley Baker. Gemma Gowan. Samantha Kirby. Josie Dale Riddell. Joe Summers. Anna Toveska. For the degree of Master of Psychology for Leadership, Daniel Coles. Lauren Holly. Stephen Waller. For the degree of Postgraduate Certificate in Coaching and Mentoring, Alma Atri. Summer Jacob. Nice one. Eva Kayland. Alison Mann. Andrew Morgan. Andrew Thompson. For the degree of Health and Wellbeing Practitioner, Jax Jacob Barker. Tessa Wakeham. For the degree of BSc Honours Osteopathic Theory, Vizar Bakiri. Olivia Dupuy. Paolo Ferrana. Nicola Lynch. James Macon. David Murphy. Claire Ryan. Greg Segato. Thomas Stapleton. I now call upon the host, Tracy Hayes, to present the honorary graduand.
I have the absolute pleasure in presenting honorary graduand Emma Handley for the degree of Master of Public Administration, Social and Public Policy, honoris causa. With this degree, the university recognises and congratulates her on an outstanding contribution to social and public policy. Emma is the Chief Executive of Citizens Advice Plymouth, a charity providing free, confidential advice to help individuals navigate their problems. With over 20 years of non-profit experience, she has spent years leading the organisation. Originally from Stockport, welcome to the Southwest. Emma has lived in the Southwest for more than 30 years and is passionate about ensuring access to advice that empowers people to improve their lives. She is dedicated to social justice and creating a diverse, inclusive culture. Emma values personal development and finds fulfillment in seeing her team thrive. Outside of work, Emma enjoys Lindy Hop dancing. I don't know if you're doing that today. No? Okay. Playing the ukulele and knitting. So with this, I'm going to hand over to Emma.
Hi everyone. This is terrifying, I have to say. Before I start, really, just congratulations to everybody that's graduating today, and maybe give yourself a massive round of applause. Yay. Well done. So I am incredibly proud to be standing in front of you today, not just for myself, but for the organisation for which I stand and attribute to this huge honour. I would like to thank the university for awarding me this degree, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the services that I have led over the past 20 years and for the past 9, almost 10, in Plymouth. Without our services at Citizens Advice, people would not know their rights and responsibilities. We really do change people's lives. Our work relates directly to social policy, which affect people both locally and nationally. We campaign for people to ensure that policies don't negatively impact people, to raise public awareness about important issues, improve access to justice. We work to ensure that everyone can obtain the advice and support they need to resolve their problems, including legal, financial, money, housing, benefits, and many more. Many of our campaigns focus on reducing social inequalities and ensuring that people have fair access to resources and opportunities regardless of their background. Why is this important? We aim to drive systematic change that improves society as a whole, making systems more just, equitable, and effective. If you're moving into roles where you are shaping policy or into campaigning an interest in equity and not just equality, then do seek out your local Citizens Advice office wherever you may end up across the country. Some of you are here today who are working directly with people. They will tell you what is going on in their lives, and you can help them even more by directing them to seek advice. People who are undergoing physio may have needed to leave their job and are struggling financially. People who have depression or mental health issues might worsen due to debt. Find out, be curious, there is a way out for people. I first started at Citizens Advice as a volunteer, as I worked for an IT company doing marketing, and I hated it. So if you start in a job that you don't like, there are always alternatives and other options. Follow your heart and you will get to where you want to be eventually. So I followed my heart and I became a volunteer advisor. I then worked my way through different roles and became manager, deputy manager first actually, and then manager. And then I became chief officer at Plymouth, where I've been for nearly 10 years. I remember a few of my first advice inquiries. We used to get a lot of different questions on a wide range of issues, from how to sell a parrot, and I think it was a parrot, of which I had absolutely no idea how to sell a parrot, but to the more serious inquiries of helping people resolve their debt issues or getting money back for a single parent who had bought a faulty pram of which they could ill afford to replace. It was the best thing I ever did, and although now I work at a strategic level, I still always remain grounded, and every day I know why I am here and the difference we make to people. I would like to thank you all, the staff, I would like to thank the staff, volunteers and trustees in our organisation for all that they do to ensure our clients get the advice they need when they need it. And finally, a shout out to my parents and daughter who are in the audience, and Tom, who is an ex-colleague, for all their support they have given me over the years. And so it just leaves me to say, I wish you all the very best in whatever you choose to do next. Go and celebrate your degrees and all the hard work that you have put in with the results of why you are sitting here today. My immediate advice to you all is if you are celebrating tonight, go and buy a banana and drink plenty of water. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emma, not only for that last piece of advice, but also for your incredible leadership of this important work. Thank you. It's now my absolute pleasure to invite Spencer Grout, who's one of our second-year Marjon students, to perform for us Stand By Me.
Hiya. Okay, cool. Made a meal and threw it up on Sunday. I got a lot of things to learn. Said I would and I'd be leaving one day before my heart starts to burn. So what's the matter with you? Sing me something new. Don't you know the cold and wind and the rain don't know, they only seem to come and go away. Times are hard when things have got no meaning. I found a key upon the floor. Said that you and I will not believe in the things we find behind the door. So what's the matter with you? Sing me something new. Don't you know the cold and wind and the rain don't know, they only seem to come and go away. Stand by me, nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me, nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me, nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me, nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows the way it's gonna be. If you're leaving, will you take me with you? I'm tired of talking on the phone. There is one thing I could never give you. My heart could never be a home. So what's the matter with you? Sing me something new. Don't you know the cold and wind and the rain won't know, they only seem to come and go away. Hey. by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. The way it's gonna be. Maybe I can see. 'Cause don't you know the cold and wind and rain won't know, they only seem to come and go away. Hey, stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me. Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows the way it's gonna be.
I have the pleasure in presenting Honorary Graduate Matthew Short for the degree of Master of Science, Speech and Language Therapy, honoris causa. With this degree, the university recognises and congratulates him on an outstanding contribution to the education of speech and language therapy students at Marjon. Thanks to the innovative vision of Dr. Lindsay Parrott, joining us again here today, Matthew has been an integral part of our final year alternative and augmentative communication module since 2018. Yay! Speech and language therapy is a diverse field of study, as our graduates today here know only too well. And students have to demonstrate a broad theoretical understanding to inform their practice. But speech and language therapy is also an applied science. And it is in this application that you, Matt, have so generously offered your time and your expertise. The experience of getting to know you and sharing conversations that involve the use of a communication aid is essential to reduce barriers and support all of us in becoming better communicators. And we want to thank you for offering our students that opportunity. Inclusion done meaningfully is rarely easy. But Matt, you have worked with us to manage the challenges along the way. For example, do you remember wearing many layers and a very different sort of hat to teach outside during COVID-19? You have always done this with patience and humour when we and others across the university have needed to problem solve accessibility issues or simply life's logistical hurdles. We have learned from and with you. In taking your place as part of the Marjon teaching team for the past 6 years, you have influenced many more people than speech and language therapy alone. And this degree is one of the ways in which we can thank you for this. Marjon has a proud history of inconvenient excellence, and in our 30th year of training the future workforce of speech and language therapy, I would suggest that the contribution you, Matt, have made to the university, its speech and language therapy graduates, and their future practice is the perfect example of that. This degree, then, Matt, celebrates you and the work that you and Lindsay have done together, but it also celebrates our graduating students here today and in all previous years, the things they have learned with and from you that they will take forward into their working lives. Without further ado, I give you Matthew Short.
Opportunity. It is an honor to show that people with a disability can make a difference in society. Thank you for giving me a platform. I would like to say thank you to my mum, who has always taught me that I can do anything I put my mind to. I look forward to coming back next year.
By the authority of Senate, I have the honour to present to you the following graduands to receive degrees and awards of the University of St Mark and St John. For the degree of Psychology, Natalie Ann Chalk. Molly Cridland. Joseph Harding. Maisie Hunt. Ella Jane Miles. Imogen Louise Russell. Ella Shannon. Sadie Ward. Jessica Yelland also wins the British Psychological Society Undergraduate Prize winner. For the degree of Psychotherapy and Counselling with Clinical Practice, Chelsea Jane Bevan. Josephine Burden. Anna Dobreson. Caroline Feasy. Carla Humphrey. Dominic Patrick McCabe. Laura Merton. Adrian John Philip Shaw. For the degree of Psychotherapy and Counselling, Alice Banks. Ellie Mae Brown. Emily Cook. Amy Jane Hoyners. Victoria Veronica Kalizowska. Rohana Khalik. For the degree of Speech and Language Therapy, Isabel Maya Albasta. Ellie Mae Bastin. Bethany Brown. Grace Isabella Wallace MacDonald. Charlotte Corpse. Molly Elizabeth Cowan. Deborah DiBello. Leonard Theodore Violet Fletcher. Abigail Louise Jacques Fulford. Elizabeth Jane Gardner. Zara Jane Hocking. Maya Hornsby. Isabel Knight. Tamara McCauley. Hannah McKendrick. Bronte Negus. Neymar Pryor. Bethany Proctor. Kate Elizabeth Roberts also wins the Tavistock Prize for Aphasia, the winner. Danny Rose. Neve Iona Sims. Kaylee Louise Smollicum. Lucy Steer. Laura Elise Stone. Hannah Louise Veldoff. Sarah Whitaker. For the degree of Sport and Exercise Psychology, Poppy Bradell. William Johnson. Awesome.
I now call upon the host, Saoirse Reid, to present the honorary graduand.
I have the pleasure in presenting honorary graduate to Anne James for the degree of Master of Public Health, honoris causa. With this degree, the university recognises and congratulates her on an outstanding contribution to public health. Anne joined the NHS in 1989 as a management scheme trainee. Anne served as chief executive of several NHS organisations throughout Devon, Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly, and for the last 12 years as Chief Executive of University Hospital Plymouth. Anne has been committed and dedicated public servant for over 35 years in the NHS organisations and played a pivotal role in commissioning mental health, learning disabilities, community and acute healthcare services. Her commitment to leadership, inclusivity, diversity is outstanding, including staff as true partners in providing excellent high-quality care, developing and provision of training and staff development through mentoring and coaching schemes. This display of compassion has helped her inspire the highest standards for healthcare services and those working within them. Anne was a finalist in the National NHS Leadership Academy Leader of the Year 2012, West Country Women's Awards, a semi-finalist for Women in Health 2022, and a finalist for the Inspirational Leader Award 2022. During her time at Derriford Hospital, working with local key stakeholders, Anne has strived to address health inequalities by leading and living the NHS constitutional values of working together for patients and that everybody counts. Anne also chaired the South West NHS Leadership and Talent Board, Cancer Alliance and Pathology Board for the Peninsula. Anne was awarded Honorary Doctor of Health in 2014. So congratulations, Anne.
So, Vice-Chancellor, Mayor, esteemed guests, thank you so much for those lovely comments, Saoirse. I am truly, truly thrilled to accept this honorary master's degree in public health. I'm sure I'm not the only one struggling with a hat today, so I apologise if it tips off. It's a real privilege to share this day with each and every one of you, and I have to say, just from this view, you all look absolutely magnificent. And may I be one of the first to say many, many congratulations. Today is rightly a celebration of you, your supporters, and your time at Marjon's. It's been a team effort, I'm sure you'd all agree. But I would like you to just take one moment to think about your story so far. What's shaped you? What's led you to this point? I want you to know that your story really, really matters. It doesn't need to define you, but if used wisely, it will shape you, inform you, and I hope, reflecting on your achievements today, inspires you to live a big life. That sounds like quite a lot of pressure. By that, I mean lead a full life, a joyful and compassionate life that is not constrained by lack of opportunity, but liberated by what you've done, what you dream for yourself, and importantly, what you dream of for others. I've had the absolute honour of working in the NHS for 35 years with incredible individuals who deliver compassionate care, and whatever their role, everyone makes an essential contribution. I've been in awe of the teams who collectively advance medical technology, and they do this through research, innovation, and global collaboration, much of which Plymouth is at the forefront. And more recently, the development of AI to transform personalised medicine for predictors of disease and the most effective treatment tailored just for you. All of this at the leading edge of clinical breakthroughs and fundamental to progress. Yet this alone will not solve the many health challenges that we face today. If health is to be a true indicator of the progressiveness of society, true progress is when we collaborate, when we value individual connection, care about the plight of others, and want to do something about it. Our personal ambition needs to be matched by our commitment to community. So please let it be broad and let it be inclusive. It was my own very early years experiences growing up in a deprived community that has shaped me. It's made me want to make a difference, make a contribution, and it's been a real honour to be part of the NHS and the wider public health agenda. My hope for the future is that we continue to address the lack of opportunity for so many, the insufficient social and economic infrastructure for the most deprived and challenged of our communities, and we need to be concerted in our efforts to make sure that we can all find our way through and past the day-to-day struggles to reach our potential. And your time at Marjon's will serve you well as you start the next chapter of your own story. The values of humanity, ambition, curiosity, and independence, all bright beacons to light the way, and at its heart, wanting to make a difference to individuals and society through human connections and community. I think it's terrific to see Marjon working in partnership with its students to promote health and well-being, and I know there's a big hub being developed for 2025, and collegiately working with other organisations across the city to stimulate equity of opportunity through education, lifelong learning and investment. Building that sense of we all have something to contribute. And for me, this is Marjon. Public health is at the heart of what matters to me. It's part of my story, and now you are as much of the Marjon story as Marjon is of your story. I wish you well for the future. Go well, have great fun, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne, for your years of service within the health sector and public health in particular, and welcome to the Marjon community. I now call upon our student speaker, Students' Union President Liam Williams, to address the audience.
I've got to say, I've been on both sides of the ceremony, and by far, being on this side is my favourite part. Seeing all of my friends, my peers, fellow students coming across the stage with a beaming smile on their face. You can tell there's a cohesive sense of joy and relief. You've finally done it. Those years of work have paid off. 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years of work. Doesn't matter anymore because you've done it, you've completed it, you've got your degrees. I want you to sit there and be thankful for not only your friends, your family, lecturers who have supported you, but anyone else throughout your journey that you can think of that's given you those kind words, a shoulder to cry on, any type of support whatsoever. Make sure today at some point you thank those who have helped you get to this point where you are now. I know for one, I would be thanking Dawn and Julie, some of the coffee ladies, giving you those coffees at 9 a.m. when it's that early morning. Maybe it's a shopkeeper that always had a friendly smile. Honestly, whoever it is, make sure to give them a thank you later on today. I appreciate everybody's university journey is different. Some have a very smooth sailing journey, others not so much. What you all share here today is a shared university experience. You've all gone to university together at the same place at the same time. Whether you know it or not, you have faced some same struggles together. These are only things shared university experience can grant us. The experience you've gained, the skill sets you've gained, the knowledge you've gained through facing these struggles as a student, you can only get through being a student, and make sure to be an advocate of that in your future careers. When you go out into the big world of work and you face struggles, you face challenges, don't view them as something negative. I implore you, view them as something positive, a chance and an opportunity to show everyone what you're really made of, because we've prepared you for this throughout your time at university. Part of your experience will be the friends that you've made along the way. A lot of people will affectionately refer to this as their Marjon family. Please remember that. Now that you've graduated doesn't mean that you become a stranger to Marjon. You're always welcome to come back here, and please do keep in touch with those that you have learnt with, played sport with, engaged in extracurriculars with, because you never know what opportunities or doors they might open for you further on down the line. With whatever you do in the future, make sure you grasp it firmly in both hands, because you are more than capable, and please always remember that you are capable. We've also instilled in you at Marjon the spirit of humanity, ambition, curiosity, and independence. But if I leave you with anything, it is this: the people who are ambitious enough to believe they can change the world usually can. So if you think you can do something, go forth with confidence and try and conquer. But for now, I'll leave you with once more a congratulations and a well done.
As we conclude our proceedings, I'd like to thank all who've enabled this incredible event to happen. Key colleagues have worked hard behind the scenes for many weeks to ensure everything runs smoothly, and many others are supporting the logistics at each of our ceremonies this week. Too many people have been involved for me to name individuals, but you know who you are, and we are immensely grateful for all that you have done. This has been a fantastic occasion. Thank you. To graduating students, my heartfelt congratulations once again, and remember that you are now part of that Marjon story that is all about people, place, and prospects. Our success as a university is your success. And as I said earlier, I know you will build on what you've started with us as you look to the future. Stay in touch with us and please let us know what you're up to. Be amazing ambassadors for Plymouth Marjon University and continue to live our values. Embrace community, stay curious, push boundaries, be ambitious, and make a difference. And most of all, practice kindness. This ceremony marks the official conferment of awards for graduates present today. I also confer awards on all those in absentia, and I declare the congregation closed. Thank you.